Eurovision fam, it's Alesia Michelle, and I am very excited. I'm really, really excited. I don't think you understand.
So
okay, I am so happy to be sitting down with Katerine Duska.
Duska or Duska? Yeah.
Duska.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duska, Duska. Well, in Greek it's Duska, but I understand how it's, yeah, in
No,
English it's
Duska. No, we're going to say your name right because everyone wants to call me Alicia, but that's not my name. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I say your name correct. I got a new video. I got a new video. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I am feeling great.
So this is my first time seeing your rehearsal. I missed the first rehearsal, but I came today and I said, I have one note for you, okay? I have one thing for you to improve.
Yes.
We need a crown because, like, seriously, it was amazing. It was really, really good. And
thank you.
I was a huge fan of Greece's entry last year, so I really didn't know what to expect this year. And, I mean, you blew it out of the water. My reaction video, so many of you saw it.
I've seen it. Thank you so much.
People
send it to me. Like, you need to see this. She loves your song, and I thank you so much. Honestly.
No, it was so great, and of course I'm always nervous because I feel like I'm like a crazy Eurovision stage mom for like all the contestants, and I really want to make sure that, like, especially for the songs that I love, that it gets translated well on stage.
Right.
And so what was that process like in kind of figuring out what you wanted to do on stage? Because it is like inspired by the music video a little bit, but I mean it's different because you're putting it on stage. So what was that process like?
Well, we definitely wanted to keep it art pop, and I think we achieved that. And I wanted it. I mean, it's a very romantic song, but it's also very dynamic. It's very passionate. So I wanted that gentleness, you know, to meet that fighting spirit.
Yeah.
And I love how I have, you know, 6 women with me on stage. You know, I feel like I have my girlfriends with me, and we all have a different role. And I love how we've combined contemporary dance to fencing. You know, like our choreographer is incredible, and she's also a kung fu instructor. And we've never seen that on the Eurovision stage.
We have not.
And I really love that part of our staging. And we definitely kept the theatricality that the music video has.
Now, are you feeling any pressure? I mean, once the song kind of came out, you guys definitely were hitting it in the odds, you know, not like too scary, but I mean, you really only improved. So do you feel pressure at all? And I'm just going to say, y'all know y'all Greek fans are crazy, okay? And you guys expect a lot in quality, okay? But you really are delivering, but are you feeling any pressure or do you kind of rise to the occasion? Is that almost better for you?
I am my worst judge, really. I'm very, very strict with myself. And I usually focus on the negative. I really feel like, obviously this is a huge responsibility, and I feel like I have this responsibility towards my country, but at the end of the day, you know, this is the biggest responsibility is towards yourself. You need to make yourself proud. You need to do yourself justice, because, I mean, I haven't taken a day off in 5 months.
Right.
I've been breathing Eurovision.
Yeah.
You know, this whole time I've done nothing else in my life, and I really want the best outcome, and that has nothing to do with the way that we're going to rank, you know, or how high or how low. I just want it to be representative of us. I just wanted to make me proud. From the beginning, I wanted us to have a staging that was going to stand out, you know, stand on its own, look different. I think that we've already achieved that. We're not similar to any other entry right now, which is a great thing. So I hope the audience really likes it. That's it. Okay,
so I want to talk about personal styling because y'all know I got to talk about the styling just a little bit. So your personal style, how would you describe it?
Oh, it's very difficult because, you know, I like to try different things. So, I mean, you can see me in like something very romantic, like this right now, you know, or like my stage costume or the music video, and then you can see me in like many like androgynous kind of looks, which I love as well. So, you know, or like from 60s and 70s to 80s and 90s.
Yeah, dope.
I mean, and anything really. I'm a theatrical person, so, and I feel that stylic fashion is really an extension, you know, of my artistic sort of identity.
Yeah.
So, you know, I wake up one morning and I feel more like this, and then the other morning I feel more like that. And I like experimenting. I don't know if it's, and maybe it's a bit confusing for some people, but I don't think I can
we
change
gotta mix it up. Plus, we're women. Like, we're allowed to change our mind.
I mean, I think, but you know, I like to feel like I feel like a multidimensional woman, and I think it's very important for us to feel like we have that kind of freedom to express ourselves in any way that we feel like. So, like I said, you know, one day I might be super girly, and one day I might be like super like, you know, more like mature femme, and then one day I could be totally like, you know, androgynous or tomboy.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you feel like is next for you after Eurovision?
Well, my next album. Which would have probably already been released if it weren't for Eurovision. So, I mean, it's on hold.
This takes a lot of time, so we gotta process it out.
A lot. I mean, it takes a lot of focus and commitment, an incredible discipline. So, yeah, I mean, I already have my songs in pre-production sort of state. And I just can't wait to get back in the studio for the final production and have my new release as soon as possible.
Awesome. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that.
Thank you.
Okay, I've been talking about your vocal. I don't know if you've seen all of my videos, so Grease, spoiler alert, you're in my top 10.
Thank you.
Duh. But I really love like a thick, rich vocal. I just
Thank
do.
you.
Has anyone ever, and I grew up doing musical theater and stuff, did you ever feel self-conscious of your voice? Did anyone ever make you kind of feel bad?
I have a very dark timbre to my voice, so a very dark color. No, actually. I mean, I was a very, very shy child, and the reason why, you know, like the reason that I actually, you know, stood on a stage for the first time and performed in front of an audience was because my friends had enrolled me in these, you know, they had registered my name in these contests. They had heard me sing, and they're like, okay, she needs to be on a stage. So I got a lot of love from the beginning, and all of that has really, I think, has been really essential. Like, you know, it's given me a lot of confidence.
Have you talked to anyone who has represented a country before at Eurovision? Have they given you advice?
I've spoken a bit with Katerine.
Oh, cool.
She's amazing. She's the sweetest person. She's an open book.
Oh, that's so great.
With Eleni Fureira, with Yana Terzi, with Evridiki. They've all been so nice, very supportive. And you know what? They've all just told me to enjoy. That's it.
Yeah.
Just enjoy. That's the most important thing. That if you're enjoying it, then it's just gonna come out on stage.
No, I definitely agree with that. But of course, you know, some of us want you to win, so that's totally fine too. It's completely fine. All right. What is something maybe odd that you do to preserve your voice? If it's something odd, I don't know. It might be odd to someone like just random on the street.
I don't do anything odd. I mean, the exercises that I do, they sound very odd.
Okay.
Sophie, my makeup artist, could tell you about that. It's really funny because when they do my makeup and my hair in the morning and I'm doing my vocal exercises, it's really hard not to crack up. It sounds really funny. But yeah, and then I do some exercises with like a cork.
Okay.
In my mouth.
Oh, yeah.
But that's
for like your placing.
But that for singers, it's not weird. Maybe it's weird for, you know, for non-singers.
Random people.
Yeah. And then I try to not have a lot of dairy and you know, nuts or anything like that, or chocolate.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not the best. What else do I do? I definitely need to sleep enough. If I don't sleep at least 6 to 7 hours, I can't sing.
Oh yeah. As you guys all know, I am from the States, and of course my mission is to get more Americans into Eurovision. Now, you're from Canada originally, so you kind of might have a little bit of insight and a special way of pitching this to Americans at home that might go like, why would I watch that? What would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them to watch it, because once they watch it, they won't ever question the question why they should watch it.
I mean, this is what I say every day.
Because Eurovision is just very, very special and very unpredictable and highly entertaining.
Yes.
And you've got it all. I mean, you know, you have very weird, kind of entries and are very like eccentric, which is great. You know, you'll very kitschy ones as well, but also, you know, you can find very emotional kind of music, you know, very deep music, high quality music. So you could just you can find everything in Eurovision. It's being broadcasted for the first time in Canada this year.
Oh, dope!
Which is amazing because my parents live there, so they'll be able to watch.
Oh, that's awesome.
And hopefully it'll go global, and US and Canada will be part. I mean, Australia is part of it, so why not?
And then we'll just take over the world. So we're gonna mix it up and we're gonna play this or that. The game is very simple. It's two things. You have to choose one option. I guess I have to let you plead the fifth.
If you really can't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be horrible at this game.
Okay. So we're talking about clothes. If you had the choice between an all-white outfit or an all-black outfit, all white or black?
All white.
Okay. Beer or wine?
Wine.
Okay. Vodka, whiskey.
Vodka.
Okay. Light liquor for real? See, I feel like when I'm in Europe, it's like everyone's like, "Oh, you drink like whiskey?" Unless I'm like in the UK.
I don't drink.
Okay, well.
Yeah, I'm a very light drinker.
Actually, that's a good thing. We don't need you drinking. Because y'all know I have to give these notes to some of these performers when I see them out, where I'm like, what are you doing here? I need you to wake up on time and not mess up that vocal for me.
That's it. I know it's. I don't smoke. I don't drink.
Yeah.
I try to do the best for my voice.
You guys hear that? Okay. I don't want no funny business.
I mean, some people. I mean, some people could drink and smoke and still have an incredible voice.
That is true. But that is true. But I mean, well, I'll give you like a little background on me. So once upon a time, I used to do like musical theater, and I performed a lot. And I worked on a cruise ship, and I think this is actually what messed me up was when I worked on the cruise ship. It was about 5 years ago. I was like, man, I thought I had like this perpetual like cold or sinus infection or something like that. So I went to the doctor and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, something's going on. I had a cyst on my vocal cord. So yeah,
that's the thing. I strive for longevity, so that's it. You know,
we gotta preserve these vocals.
That's it.
Okay, back to the game. Fruits or vegetables?
Oh, that's a tough one. I love both.
If you were on an island and you could either have like a whole crop of veggies,
I would probably choose veggies.
Okay, very healthy. Thank you so much for taking the time.